Hello, Fit Friends. Thank you for joining me and my friend and client Joy to work your legs with a big focus on the booty today. So let's start moving side to side, one leg moving away from the body, one leg balancing. We're going to do 12 reps, move it into some squats. Get a good knee bend, sit down into the hips. When we have a band on for squats, we want to think of slightly pushing the knees out, stretching the band. When you're doing that, keep your big toe on the ground, your heel on the ground. Nice firm position of the foot. When we finish up, we're going right back into those movements side to side. Again, focus on your balance on one leg, minimizing the amount of shift as you move side to side with each rep. We're doing 12 reps of each right back into our squats. Let's inhale down, exhale up. Nice. You can always videotape your squat to make sure that your chest is staying up, you're getting a good knee bend and avoiding a rounded back. You guys are doing great. Let's finish the squats up and move on to round 2. Okay, for round 2, we're going to be starting with some bridges. We want to have the band around the knees, lifting the hips and squeezing the glutes at the top of each movement. Keep your shoulders on the ground and try to avoid having a big arch in the back. I like to think of rolling down from the upper body first until the pelvis hits the ground on the bridge. And the next one, we're moving into a side lying position. As you can see, I'm propped up in the more difficult position, which is going to be a semi-side plank, and moving the leg away from the body. Joy in the back is lying on the ground, anchoring her bottom leg, and also moving the leg away from the body. So you decide which one's for you. You're welcome to try them both, of course. And you can always start with one and move on to the next. Most important here is that we're staying still through the rest of the body, keeping that inside hip lifted and not allowing the back to sag down. Get a good stretch from the band there. All right, moving right back into those bridges. We've got a nice knee bend here. You're gonna lift the hips, squeeze the glutes. Think of rolling down from the upper body to the lower body. Don't let your butt hit the ground first. Good, focus on the movement. Breathe and squeeze. All right, let's choose which side lying position we have. Are you propped up here, working a little bit more of the obliques? Lying on the ground in a more stable position. Most importantly, staying still, keeping that chest up and open, and moving on to the other side. And if you're a beginner, you can do all of these exercises without the band. The band is not necessary for any of these exercises. So if you don't have one or you're a beginner to these exercises, feel free to get them down without the band and then add one for more tension. All right, time for round 3. Okay, for round 3, we're starting in the quadruped position. So that's also called tabletop, or simply hands and knees. We're going to do some hip circles. So again, we've got the band around the knees. We're pushing the hip out to the side and just going in a nice big circle. You see, a lot of these exercises, we want to minimize movement and motion through the rest of the body so that we can focus on the muscles that we're trying to work, in this case, the glutes. Make sure to keep your core engaged in that position. Now we're up into some leg lifts. So you can see I am in a high plank position. Joy in the back is on a forearm position for her leg lift. So choose which one is right for you. Lift up from the heel, straight leg. All right, back down to that quadruped position, hands and knees. Engage the core here. Pull the abs up to support the spine and minimize the amount of arch in the back. Big circles out to the side. Make sure to repeat on the other side. You've got it. Let's get a few more. Awesome. All right, let's pop it up. Maybe try on the wrists, or if your wrists are bothering you, let's go down to the forearm. And yeah, the band will move around. It happens to everybody. Just go ahead and adjust it and get right back to it. Nice work, team.